Learning Clawhammer banjo from the internet is hard, and I know because I've been there. It's easy to feel unsure about your technique, worry about bad habits, or just feel frustrated when a song doesn't sound quite right. But I've seen what building a rock-solid technical foundation can do time and time again. It doesn't matter if you're just starting out or you've been playing a while. Refining those basics is the key to playing more smoothly and confidently. It's about nailing those core movements, the single string strike, the brushstroke, and the thumb pluck, because that is the foundation that everything else is built on. So in this video, we are going to refine those core right hand movements. Let's get into it. First up, this is the most important piece of the puzzle. It's what makes a song a song. So if I were to ask you to hum Will the Circle Be Unbroken, you'd be humming the melody. Something like that, right? These are the notes that make a song recognizable. So it's super important we get those notes clean and accurate. So let's get into that single string striking motion. In Clawhammer banjo, we play most melody notes with our index finger, or middle finger if you prefer. So position your hand into a loose claw shape with your fingers bent towards your palm. Don't overthink it. It's not rocket science. Loose claw shape, you'll be fine. Plant your forearm on the edge of the banjo, just below your elbow. And then you pivot in, where your fingers are going to strike the strings. So you're using that edge of the banjo as a pivot, and then as you come in, you've got that loose claw shape, and you're just going to strike the first string, right? And you just keep that pivot smooth and even, kind of like a clock pendulum. So, and as you do that, your thumb is going to come to rest on that shorter fifth string. Not just rest, but really dig into that fifth string. That is a wonderful habit to start developing. For newer players, focus on getting that pivot motion consistent. So start on the first string, then practice closing your hands slightly to hit the inner strings. For those of you more experienced, try pushing yourself to play at a faster tempo, skip strings, keep everything clean and accurate. And by the way, if you're really interested in getting this stuff rock solid, this coming Monday, I'm launching a 30-day right hand challenge. So each day for 30 days, you're going to get an email with a short video that dissects a technique and walks you through a practice exercise or a tab that illustrates the idea. So this is a great chance to get better and improve those skills around, drop thumb, syncopation, speed, accuracy, all those vital right hand skills that really make banjo playing come alive. If you're interested in learning more, I'm going to put a link up there and in the description. You can sign up to get notified when that releases on Monday. So now that we're hitting those melody notes, how do we make our playing sound lusher or fuller? A friend of mine, Emma, once told me when I was playing, that's crazy. It sounds like there's 3 instruments playing at once. Well, that's because with Clawhammer banjo, we kind of get a chance to do our own backup by adding brushstrokes to our playing. When you're adding in the brushstroke, not much changes from the single string strike, right? The key is keeping that pivot motion smooth. But now you're going to close your hand a bit as you pivot out, right? So just as you come out, close your hand a little bit. And then when you come back in, you're just going to open your hand to brush across the strings. Don't worry about hitting the perfect number of strings every time. For now, just focus on getting a consistent, clean brushstroke. So you can practice that the same way we did the single note strikes. So just, we can go single note strike, brushstroke, and experiment with using 1 finger, 2 finger, 3 fingers. Find how they sound different and what you prefer. This is a great time to do that. And finally, we tie it all together with a crisp, rhythmic drone note. That fifth string is really where that banjo-y sound lives. And it's also the place other than your forearm where the rhythm really lives too. So it's worth thinking about how we play the fifth string. The main thing for me is to make sure that every time you come in to strike a string or do a brush stroke or even a skip, you're digging your thumb into that fifth string. And when you want to play your fifth string, you're just letting that thumb naturally sound the string as you come out. So you're not making a plucking motion. So it's not, or just let your thumb come naturally out with the rest of your hand. So if you really want to take your right hand skills, those technical skills to the next level and kind of develop more intermediate and advanced level right hand skills, I highly encourage you to check out the right hand challenge. We'll be covering a lot in this 30 days. I promise you're going to love it. So check out the link in the description, go sign up, get notified when that's released, and I will see you next time.